Hello and welcome to Fortress Alaska. I'm Dave, your host, and today we're going to talk about the importance of inspecting your ammo. Whether you're going to use your ammunition for hunting or self-defense or just shooting on the range, you should inspect your ammo before you use it. As you can see here, we have your typical 9mm ball ammo, but look at that case mouth as I rotate it. That bulge in the case mouth right there came right from the factory that way, and this round will not chamber. If this should be in your stack of ammo in your magazine and you fire a couple shots and need this one to go, all this is going to do is lock up your gun unnecessarily, because it only takes a moment to look at your ammo before you load it in your magazine to be sure that you don't have issues like this. Here we have another round of 9mm ammo, and it looks all good around the case mouth, and yes, it's not going to have any problems loading, chambering, but it will not fire. Look at that primer. That primer was installed at the factory sideways. It's put in there good and tight, but it's sideways. And when I test fired to see what would happen, all it did was put out a puff of smoke. Obviously the gunpowder inside did not ignite and no bullet left this round. It just made a puff of smoke. Once again, it only takes a moment, especially on the primers, just to look at your box, because the primers are always face up. It's just go over and scan them and see if they're going to work in your gun or not. This obviously is not going to function. And yes, those are ball round ammunition. They are not hollow point self-defense ammunition. However, not all jurisdictions allow the use of hollow point ammunition, so some people are limited to ball ammo. And if the mistakes can happen with ball ammunition, they can also happen with hollow point self-defense ammunition. In addition to this, let's talk about hunting. Personally myself, anytime I go hunting, before I go, I take the hunting ammunition I'm going to take with me and my backup handgun ammunition, and I head to the range or other safe location. And I make sure that every round will go into the cylinder of my revolver for my backup, and every round will feed from the magazine in my rifle and chamber and eject. One by one, I will do this. I load the magazine to capacity with the rifle ammunition. I then safely cycle the action with the gun pointed down range and work every live round through there to be sure it chambers and works properly. Where I hunt, I have the real danger of running into dangerous animals, and I do not want my life to depend on not taking the time to look and see if my ammo is going to function properly in the gun. It's a simple thing to do, and I highly recommend that anyone does it if they're going to be hunting someplace where there's a chance of running into dangerous animals. Or simply, if you are spending a lot of money to go on to a hunt, because a hunt can be very expensive unless you're fortunate enough to be able to hunt in your own yard, that make sure your ammo reliably works in your gun before you go. The last thing you want is to find out that the ammunition you have for some reason is not chambering in your gun once you get out in the field, where you may not be able to get to a store to replace it. So just keep that all in mind as you work with your ammunition. The ammunition is the heart of the gun. You must have it for things to work, so make sure you inspect it and it all looks and works properly before you decide to depend your life on it. Thank you again for watching Fortress Alaska. Please like and subscribe, make comments, it helps, and check me out on Patreon. Thank you for all your support. Have a nice day.